Okay, so today is Reset Sunday. Freshly washed hair, got it twisted up. I just did some flat twists in the front this time. And then the rest are just individually twisted. And it's been drying most of the morning. My hair dries really fast because it's so thin. But I'm put on this hat. I'll style it out tomorrow. Put on my little cap. I'm gonna wear this hat today. And then I'm not doing much today. I'm looking bright and pink. It's spring. It's almost spring. Is it spring yet? I don't think it is. Is it technically spring? I think it is. I think spring started in March, the end of March. Or is it the end of April? I can't remember. It feels like spring today outside. 68 for our high today. Anyway, I'm getting ready to go out there. Y'all, I lost this earring. This is one of my favorite pair of earrings, and I lost one. Because I didn't have the back secured. So instead of throwing the other one away, because I can't remember did I get these from Sassy Jones? I can't even remember. I've had them forever. So I just have this white pair that did come from Sassy Jones. I think this must have too. So we're going to have mismatched earrings on today. Boom. Yep, that's what we're doing today. Let's go put on some makeup. Okay, I'm not going to do much. I did just shave my eyebrows. Just took the stubbles off my eyebrows. I don't know. Do I need to darken them in a little bit? Let's do that. Y'all, so today is the day that I'm supposed to be meal prepping. Sundays I like to get to the grocery store, figure out what I want to eat for the next week ahead. And the only thing about that is I don't even know what I want to eat. I'm so tired of eating the same thing. I literally been eating the same thing week after week after week. I had sweet potatoes probably every day for 2 weeks straight. And then on and off after that. But I am over sweet potatoes right now. I don't know. I was craving salmon, and I got that craving out of my system because I had that every day for a while. So I don't do good with beef. Otherwise, I would put a roast on. But I'm okay with ground beef, like if I made tacos. Do I want tacos this week? I don't know. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to just be thinking about it. I'm going to go to the coffee shop someplace. I haven't been to the coffee shop in a while and just sat in a coffee shop. I might sit outside too and do some reading outside of, because I'm in school. So all I have to do is read textbooks. I never read anything else. So I just want to sit and read for a little bit. Write some stuff down, think for a while, and then come up with what I want to eat. Because then after I leave my mom's, because then I'm going to go to my mom's for lunch, but then after I leave her house, I can go to the grocery store. I pulled this book off my shelf. So yesterday I have decorated my room. I'm moving downstairs to the bedroom downstairs. I finished decorating. I showed you guys that. So I just pulled out a lot of stuff from up here on my nightstand. I had several books. Someone gave me this book, Think, Plan, and succeed big. And the guy who wrote this book used to go to my church. He was in the military, so he moved away. But one of the members in the church gave me this book. So I never read it. So I am going to, and it looks like it's a quick read. I'm at least get started today. It says, and it's he's a minister, so it's a Christian spiritual-based book. And it says, the back cover says, our Creator wired every one of us with unique gifts and unrealized ability. Whether we recognize it or not, we all have something incredibly valuable to offer, a service to provide, an idea to develop, and we owe it to ourselves and to others to expand our reach and share our gifts with the world. If you ever wrestle with failure, small thinking, procrastination, or simply haven't developed a good strategy to achieve your goals and dreams, this book will show you how. I definitely struggle with procrastination. And I recently was talking to someone and they were having a problem with feeling stuck. She was like, I'm so-and-so years old now. I can't get that out of there. And hold on. Why is this? Okay. She was like, I'm, 50 plus. And she said she just feels stuck. She feel like what she's doing, she don't want to do. She wanted to kind of basically reinvent herself. And thought maybe she was too old. And so the conversation I shared with her is a conversation that I had with myself. Like, yes, I'm 50 plus. And not doing something I hate, but definitely not doing something I'm passionate about, right? In a lot of ways. And so what am I going to do? Just continue life? Because we don't know how long we have on this earth. So are we just going to continue feeling that way? Or are you going to do something about it? Whether you ever reach your destination or not. If you're going to complain about your weight, are you going to continue with that weight? Or are you going to set out on a weight loss journey? And in that journey, in that process, there's going to be a lot of ups and downs, a lot of failures and successes. But the good thing is you're doing something that you're passionate about. And in terms of career, I literally set out to reinvent myself by going back to school. Whether I finish or not, and the only reason why I say that is because, sometimes I contemplate quitting all the time. Because it's hard. But it's also hard feeling unsatisfied, feeling like you're stuck. So which hard you going to choose, right? So we had a really, really good conversation. And so I just want to share that with anybody who is not where they want to be. And I'm not just talking about your career, but but if that applies, that applies. We have an opportunity just because we're alive and well, relatively well, right? We have an opportunity to change our situation. And it's not the destination. Like if, let's say you want to lose 50 pounds because you're unhappy with where you are right now, with your weight. You don't want to wait until you lose the 50 pounds to then decide you're going to be happy. It's the journey to me, that's fun and challenging, right? Because like I said, you're going to do well. You're going to lose 10 pounds, then you might gain 5 pounds. You're going to lose 20 pounds, then you might gain 3 pounds back. Up and downs, but you still got your overall goal in your sight. Just like with me going back to school. It is a journey, but I have my overall goal in sight. But I'm not going to wait until I'm done with school. I mean, that would be the ultimate success for me for that particular goal. But there's small successes along the way. I set out to be an advocate for mental health. So until I'm actually a mental health therapist, I can be an advocate for mental health. I went to this event over the weekend. It was so good. I mean, yesterday. It was so good. Was it yesterday? I don't know. Yes. Or was it Friday? I think it was yesterday. It was so good. And it was just therapists in the community that got together to answer questions. And we just had a really, really good talk about breaking down the stigma. You know, in the Black community, Black people don't go to therapy as a rule. At least that's how it was back in the day. I think things are changing now, right? You know, we grew up with, you pray it away. Whatever your problem is, you take it to the Lord in prayer. What goes on in this house stays in this house, that old kind of stuff. And people just grew up messed up, wanting to seek help, but there was a lot of fear involved because if you go to a therapist, they might think you're crazy. I use that word, crazy. And if you're having some mental health issues, you're far from crazy. To me, you're crazy if you don't go get help for it. Now that's what's crazy. You got something going on in your head that you can't seem to come to grips with. It's good to talk to friends and stuff, but it's also good to talk to a therapist because they are trained, heavily trained, to deal with you and those issues and give you tools that you can use going forward. And one of the tools that I've learned with going to therapy and being a therapist student is having a care plan. Because you want to manage, and I'm talking about, I'm not talking about issues like bipolar or schizophrenia. That's completely different. I mean, you definitely have to manage that with your medication. And there's no friend that you can talk to help you through none of that, right? That's different. I'm talking about if you're having bouts with anxiety, bouts with depression, there's levels to depression. And let's say you are taking medication for depression. You have to manage it by your medication or your self-care. Spending time with yourself. Journaling to get all your thoughts on paper. Doing what makes you happy. Things like that. Managing your mental. Just a little bit. Just a little something. So hopefully that makes sense. And Sunday reset. I don't know. Sundays for me is just a good day. Has just become a really, really good day for me to just stop. 9 times out of 10, I am spending the day by myself, except for when I go see my mom. Every once in a while, I'll step out with some friends and, you know, do a Sunday fun day. But as of lately, I've been spending time by myself, but it's a good day for me to reset. Clean out my refrigerator from old leftovers. Decide what I need to buy for the week ahead and do some meal prep, whether it's at least getting my vegetables steamed or putting something in the crock pot so I can have for a couple of days. I'm forgetting my mascara because my eyes look naked. Doing some laundry, you know, and just getting organized so that I don't feel stressed. Like, oh, it's Monday morning. What am I going to wear? What am I going to eat for dinner? You know, Sunday's a good day to get that all taken care of. Get your week planned ahead. It definitely helps with your mental. And then, you know, like my friend I was talking to, you know, she was feeling stuck and I did help her get unstuck by just telling her to write some things down. Write down what you want to do if you want to do something different in your life. It doesn't have to be a career, but if it is, it's summertime, you know. What activities do you want to do? Join a volleyball league, a sand volleyball league. They only play like once a week. It ain't like it takes up a whole bunch of time, but it'll be fun. It'll be relaxing. And I just use that as an example. But do something different. Something that you would enjoy. And for people who don't like their 9-to-5 job every day, I always say you have got to be doing something outside of work that you love, that you are passionate about. A hobby, a project, an activity, like I said, you know, volleyball or once a week going bowling with your friends, something. Otherwise, your whole life is miserable. And you just get off work, come home, veg in front of the TV, and dread to do it all over again. That is not healthy for your mental health. I remember years ago when I worked at this company, I had gotten to the point where I was just burnt out. Did not like it at all. I liked the pay. I liked the benefits. I liked that I worked from home. And this was way before the pandemic. I was working from home. But I was not fulfilled. And so what I did was I started blogging. For those of you who remember, I had my blog. I had a food blog. And I started blogging every week and staging my food and coming up with different recipes. I was supposed to do a cookbook. I never finished it. Then I started doing, then I started a t-shirt business, and I started designing and making t-shirts. So after work, I just transitioned into doing something I was so passionate about and that I loved. And it didn't even bother me no more about my job. Like, that helped to balance it. And then I got laid off, which was, to me, God's way of saying, okay, leave this job. Because at some point, if you hate it that much, you really do got to leave. You really do got to leave. So anyway, I'm rambling, but hopefully you understand what I'm saying. Let's go. I want to go to this coffee shop if it's not crowded, if the patio is open and like seats available and I can sit down. Another thing I wanted to do was change my purse, because what I do is, and you know, we all have 1,000,001 handbags. But I will get into the habit of just carrying the same bag. I used to always rotate my bag. I used to always make, you know, it had to match what I was wearing. I've long since gotten out of that. I'll carry the same bag forever. And I've been carrying this bag for a long time. And I'm about to switch it into this bag. I just like that. I had put that bag away because it was winter time, and it's a tan bag, which I usually don't carry in the winter. So now that it's spring, I'm going to just take the contents out of here. Put my wallet in there. And then put my, this is my lipstick bag. I got my lipstick, my lip gloss, some chapstick, an ink pen, and a lip liner. So it's just literally just a lipstick bag. I don't carry my makeup with me to freshen up my makeup. I don't do that. Typically, usually. Okay, that's it. That's all I got. My wallet, my lipstick bag. That's all I need. There's some other junk in there I'm going to clean out later. So Sunday reset, starting off with a new handbag. There's my mama calling me. Hello? Yes, ma'am. Okay. All right. Okay. Bye. I'll see y'all. Every time I go to my mom's house on Sunday, she always Always, always, always. Stop and get this. Stop and get something, you know. But that's okay. Glad I can do it. Quick grocery haul. I didn't buy much. I didn't have to buy any meat this time because I'm going to use what's in my freezer. So I just bought my fruit from my smoothies, banana, strawberries, and blueberries. Some vegetables. I'm going to make some, I think I might do some chicken fajitas this week. Some asparagus. I did get some more sweet potatoes. So some Racha Ranch. I love this plant-based cheddar. It's so good. And I just bought some nuts for snacks. A random lime for my fajitas or tacos or whatever I make. I have salmon too this week. I'm going to have salmon, sweet potatoes, chicken Philly, or chicken fajitas, and some tacos. Yogurt for my smoothies. And this yogurt I like to use is sour cream. So good. So, yep. So, I'm going to prep my vegetables tonight, and my meat is unthawing. So, I'm going to have to cook that later or wake up in the morning and cook it. Okay, you guys. So, that's it for this Sunday reset. I hope you guys are ready for the week. All we can do is prepare to the best of our ability. We have no idea what's ahead for this week, but I pray and hope that everybody has an amazing week ahead. I have my clothes together. I have my hair washed, as y'all saw earlier. But I'm not done with my meals. My chicken wasn't unthawed. I should have had that already unthawing. So it's unthawing now. And I'm just going to make like a chicken Philly with the vegetables and put that cheese on top and then have that inside my sweet potato, like a loaded sweet potato. And I like doing that instead of having the hoagie bread. And so my sweet potatoes are in the oven. And my eggs. Did I say my eggs is on the stove? My eggs are boiling. Because I like to have hard-boiled eggs on hand. Have that with the smoothie. So good. So anyway, or some bacon. Oh, I do got some bacon too. I have some bacon and some sausage. So I'm prepared for this week with my meals. I have tacos. I have that Philly chicken, the chicken Philly and sweet potatoes for lunch tomorrow, and then for dinner tomorrow night. Which means tomorrow night I'll have to cook for Tuesday and Wednesday. And then Wednesday I'll have to cook for Thursday and Friday. So I do cook a couple times during the week. I do not meal prep all my meals because I'll change my mind what I want to eat. And then I have all this food cooked and it'll go to waste. So I don't like doing it like that. I don't mind cooking a few times a week instead of every single day. But anyway, I am going to shower, put on my pajamas, and get into this book. I went to the store for my mom because she wanted some soda. And I didn't feel like grocery shopping at that time. I just bought that, took it to her, sat over there for a while, and then I was going to go to the coffee shop. It was already closed. It's just like this little neighborhood coffee shop that closed early on Sundays. So I'm finna start reading this tonight. I don't think I mentioned the author, but it's Dr. Julian Thomas. And you might can get this off Amazon, but I'm going to read this, and I'll probably come back and share some tidbits next week. I don't know. It looks like it's going to be a good read. I've been glancing at it, so I'm getting ready to get into gear with that. And you guys have a great week ahead, and I will see you in my next one. Don't forget to click that subscribe button and click the like button. Thank you. Bye.